everyone. Welcome back to today's word. I have 2 or 3 things I think that the Lord has given to me that I'm going to share with you. But first, I want to start by saying that, I have heard a lot of different prophecies right now during this time, during the season that this earth is in, that we are in this earth. And some are scary, some are not so good. And some of them, you definitely want to take heed to what's going on. But I also believe that God is saying multiple things right now. There are some, what we would say, like I said, negative, and some positive. But what God is doing is I'll say it this way. There's always lots of things that are happening in the spiritual realm, which then translate into this natural realm, into this natural world that we live in. So that doesn't mean that just because sometimes you hear a lot of prophecy on, the way that this world is headed and that there are bad things happening, that doesn't mean that that's going to look the same for everyone, and it doesn't mean that everyone will have the same experiences as those things transpire here in this earthly realm. So I always listen to the Lord. I always just try to be in tune with the Lord's voice and what it is, the messages that He has given to me to share to you guys. So as things are happening that can be destructive, that can be harmful, that can be hurtful, that are scary, there also will be other things happening at that same time that are good and that are powerful and that God is doing for His people at this season that we're in. So I really believe that. I really believe that we're in a critical time in this world, not only because of choices that we have made in the past, but just because this is where we're at right now. So there are a lot of things happening. So just be in tune with God, listen to what He's telling you to do, and be guided to the voices that you're paying attention to, that you're listening, and that you're watching. So I just wanted to kind of start with that, and now I'll get into the words that the Lord has given me. So one of the main things that God has said to me is, I had a vision of, it was a person's hands, like they were behind their backs, and then something was being wrapped around that person, almost like some twine or like a cord or something. And God was saying, because it was like that can be perceived as something bad, and I was like, okay, God, what's this? What's going on with this? And so then He began, but as I was asking that, then I also felt a really positive and pleasant impression alongside of that, if that makes sense to you. And so then God began to tell me that He has your hands are tied right now. So sometimes we think our hands are tied, and that means negatively that, well, how am I going to do something? My God, my hands are tied. Well, what am I going to do? And God is saying, I've put you in that place. I have your hands tied right now. And sometimes God will have you unable to do anything because He wants to do it. He can do it bigger. He can do it better than us. And so God is saying, I have your hands tied for a reason. And He's also saying, let Him do it. Stop trying to, we often try to put our own hands in everything. Even if we're standing in faith for something, we start to try to figure out how to do it on our own. There comes a point when we start to try to make things work, make things happen. We try to take action on our own when God is saying, okay, so since you want to do that, then now I'm going to have to tie your hands. I'm going to tie your hands up so that I can do the work for you. So even though sometimes those things can feel really daunting and they can feel very hard, then God is telling you it's okay, and that there's a bigger purpose, there's a bigger plan, and that there's a reason why it looks like that. And as believers, we have to be able to discern those moments when when God is having you incapable of doing something because he has a bigger plan at work for you. There's something bigger in the works for you. And if you continue to put your hands in it, you continue to try to do it yourself, then eventually you're going to stop that plan that God has for you, and now you've created something on your own. It doesn't always mean that that something on your own that you created won't work, but what it does mean is it won't work to the fullness that God had created something for you to do. The next thing is money is coming to you this week. Money is coming to you this week. Mark your calendars, look for it, expect it. Money is coming to you this week. Over the last few months, me and my family have experienced unexpected money come to us. It's happened in ways and places. Again, it was unexpected. We had no idea, and it was there. It was happening. And so God was just telling me to tell you that this week money is coming to you. And I just speak that, I prophesy that to you right now, that money is coming to you this week. God has everything under control. That's why your hands are tied. And he is saying money is coming to you this week. So that's it. This word was pretty quick for today. And I always just ask that you continue to consult God. Seek God's face for yourself. And that's one other thing that has been on my spirit a lot lately for people, that you have to be in these places of stillness with the presence of God. Take the moment to be still in his presence. Take the moment to listen to his voice. Take the time to surrender everything over to the Lord. Allow him to do it. Allow him to work everything out through you and for you. Because if you continue to do it, then now you've created something else and you think you're in control. So the next time something happens, then you'll say, you know what, I'm going to just do how I did before. Or God was taking too long, so you know what, I'm going to do it. When God is saying, no, don't do that. Take the time to sit with him. Take the time to worship God. Take the time to pray. Take the time to meditate. I really encourage you to take the time to just be still in the presence of the Lord. Let his voice come through. Let his voice be heard in your life, and allow him to do the hard stuff for you. So that's it, you guys. I hope you have a blessed day. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please let me know. I love you guys, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.